Hello, welcome to Be Healthy, even if you're crazy busy. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to give you 3 things that work. They work every time, but you have to do them. And this is serious business, everyone, because over 65% of illness is completely preventable. And not only that, but I see this more and more frequently where people are getting off medications, even medications like insulin, reversing their pre-diabetes, fatty liver, lowering their blood pressure by doing these 3 actions. Now, I'm going to assume 2 things about you. By the way, please share this out with your network. Help me to reach more people. Everything I do is for free because I know that if you are inspired to be well, you will inspire your entire sphere of influence. And this is my little way of giving back to my community. So please like and share. All right. Again, welcome to Be Healthy. Super busy. And we're going to cover 3 practical things. My name is Carla Caldwell. My background is in nursing, health coaching, and healthcare innovation. So here are the 2 things I'm going to assume about you. I'm going to assume that you are silly busy and that your busyness is often a barrier between you and being healthy. The second thing I'm going to assume is that you know what it is to be healthy. If you don't, I'm going to put a link in the bio. This type of information is everywhere, but the one I tend to like the most is on heart.org. So this is pretty comprehensive, their healthy lifestyle. And I assume you understand that to be healthy, you need to be able to manage your stress, you need to exercise, you need to eat real food, and you need to sleep and drink lots of water. Okay, so those are my 2 assumptions, that you know what it is to be healthy. If not, I think you need to look into that. And 2, that you're super busy. So number 1 thing to do so that you can be healthy, even if you're silly busy. First, you must know what matters most to you. Right here, right now, stop everything and get very clear about what matters most to you. This is what gets you out of bed in the morning. This is what motivates you to keep going even when you're tired or you don't want to. What matters most to you? And if you're willing, share it in the comments because it's really powerful when you share it with others, or at least write it down. So for me, what matters most is my family and building legacy. Why is this important? Because number 1 thing you need to do to be healthy, even if you're silly busy, is that from this moment forward, anything you do for your health, I want you to be crystal clear about why that thing you're doing connects to what matters most to you. So, for example, I know I need to drink water. Water's so boring, but I know I need to drink it. And I'm more likely to drink it if I connect it to how it's going to benefit what matters most to me. So when I drink water, I feel better mentally. I have more energy to be with my kids. I feel better. I can do more things with my family. Water now becomes something that I'm more likely to do because I've connected it to what matters most. So that's number 1. Know what matters most to you. And from this moment forward, connect it to every little thing you do for your health. All right, number 2, stop being romantic. And what do I mean by that? Thinking of health as this one-time event. I don't know why we do that in our community. It's like, oh, I'm going to do a diet or I'm going to go to the gym. And it's like this one-time thing. When health happens, it can happen a minute at a time. And oftentimes, health doesn't happen when you're busy because you're thinking it has to be big, huge, romantic. Instead, you will get further if you make it really small. So maybe you want to eat better and you notice that you're eating out every meal. Instead of thinking, I'm never going to eat out, because that's not very realistic, maybe you'll think, okay, I'm going to start working on Mondays. On Monday, I'm going to do a little better. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the week, but Monday morning meal, I'm going to make sure that's a good one. And then once you've mastered Monday morning, maybe you'll move on to Monday lunchtime or Monday dinner. So number 2 is all about making things really small. I will see people that hour-long workout. I hope I didn't lose you. Okay. And that's not very realistic, but taking the stairs or doing 10 squats in between each meeting, or maybe dancing to a song twice a day is much more realistic than getting to the gym. That's just an example. So whatever it is you're doing for your health, make it small. If you're wanting to drink water, instead of going right for the gallon, maybe you'll start with 4 cups, 4 cups or more, and then move to 5 cups. If you're wanting to drink less soda, let's say you drink 8 of them, instead of going from 8 to 0, you might start with, okay, I'm going to go from 8 to 7. And 8 to 7 becomes 7 to 6. And then 7 to 6 becomes 6 to 5 with time. If you make things small and you are consistent, you will be more likely to meet your health goals. Okay, so number 2 is make it small. Make it small and realistic. 3, the last item. This one is so important. Train yourself to move from idea to action. What do I mean by that? I mean, start paying uber attention to the way you're thinking and catch yourself. If you have a thought like, ooh, I need to sleep more. That's an idea. Let's move it to action. What does that mean? Well, and keep the other principles in mind. Connect it to what matters most to you and make it small. So if I catch myself thinking, I need to sleep more, I'm going to ask myself, how can I make that an action item? I'm going to make it SMART, specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time sensitive. I'm going to go to bed 30 minutes earlier. That's very different from I need to sleep more. If I say for the next 7 days, I'm going to go to bed 30 minutes earlier. You can do this with everything. We're really funny. I find that I have these thoughts all the time of I want to be more active, or I want to have more fun, or I should do this, or I should do that. And the more I work on moving those ideas towards action, the more I find myself being healthier. So be on the lookout for anytime you have an idea related to health, and just check yourself. It takes like a minute or less to just ask yourself, how can I move this from idea to action? Let's make it a small, a specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time-sensitive item. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate all 3 of these items that I just shared with you with a real live example. I have been needing to do more strength training. I've noticed that as I'm getting older, I have that thought a lot, like, ooh, I should really do more strength training for my bones. Okay, well, I need to connect that to what matters most, because I really don't like strength training. I like it like 0%. So what matters to me is family and legacy. So if I participate in strength training, then that means that I'll live longer. Maybe one day I'll have grandchildren and I could play with them. I could be active well into my elder years, and it'll help me be with my family, be more present with them, and it'll definitely help me with building my legacy. So, okay, I've connected strength training to what matters most. 2, I need to stop being romantic. I have this idea in my head that to really do strength training, I gotta go get a trainer, and then I gotta get a gym membership, and I gotta be all legit about it. Or like one of those crazy groups that meets in the park. They're not crazy, I'm sorry. I just haven't been interested in joining the group. I don't know, pull ropes and do things. So I'm gonna stop being romantic about it. I have a kettlebell. I could do that in between my meetings. So I'm moving my idea from my idea to an action item, but I need to do strength training now becomes I'm going to do 15 kettlebell swings in between each of my meetings. That's what I'm going to do Monday through Friday. Totally doable. I can do that. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you start to apply these 3 things to your life. Please do not dismiss that it sounds simple. It does sound simple, but it's not easy to do consistently. So remember to always connect what matters most to you to any health behavior change you make. Number 2, make it really small. Make it small and realistic and fit it into what you're already doing. And number 3, get in the habit of moving any ideas you have for your health towards action items by making it a SMART statement: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time sensitive. I am rooting for your success times 1,000. If you found this helpful, please like and share. And please know I am rooting for you 1,000%. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.